doing amazing, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a huge update to my garden. So for a bit of context, I have just your standard green garden that you move into when it's sort of new buildy, even though it isn't a new build. Anyway, that doesn't matter. So I pretty much have quite the blank slate to work on. During the winter I've done a few bits and pieces, so I have dug up the sides and just created some borders for some plants. I also planted some winter bits just so I could have a look at the garden during the winter and see a bit of colour, as otherwise I'd feel quite miserable about it. So you'll see that there are a few bits to work with. I want to create my dream cottage garden, and now that it's March, spring is starting to come into view and I'm so excited and I'm going to make a start. So if you are into gardening or anything countryside related or very homey and cozy, then make sure you're subscribed, as I'd love to have you here, and I look forward to making lots of fun videos for you to watch. And also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. So I went on ChatGPT a while back and basically inputted a photo of my garden and how it was looking, and basically asked it to generate me a photo using a prompt. I basically said exactly everything I wanted, such as that it to be a countryside garden. I mentioned that it was west facing. I said that I wanted roses growing over this Wendy house that I have. I want to have some beautiful borders, a gravel path with a bistro set, an apple tree because I have one of those, and just lots of bits that you'll see in this photo right here. And this is what I'm working towards for my garden. Now, I know it's not going to be exactly that, but it just gives me something to look at and work towards. And I'm going to be adding a lot more to the patio, such as a little vegetable garden made from pots and everything. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how it's going to go. Now, I went to B&Q yesterday and got a whole bunch of plants, which I'm really looking forward to put in today, and that's what we're going to be doing together. So in a moment, I'm going to be showing you a little haul of all the things that I got, and then we're going to plant it together and just see how it's going to take shape. Now, I am going to be buying more plants in the future, and we'll definitely do some garden centre trips in future videos just to see what I can get. I'm going to do a whole video that's dedicated to the vegetable garden, which I'll be starting real soon. So there's lots to look forward to, and today is going to be the first step to just really make it how I want it. And my goal is to sit in summer and look at it and be like, wow, this is gorgeous. And I'm aware it's not going to be perfect on year one. I want to set the foundations, so in a couple years time the garden is going to be looking absolutely beautiful with all the growth. So anyway, I've rambled on plenty enough, so let's get straight to it. We have quite the haul here. There's a lot to go through. So I bought two of these little dwarf daffodils, which I'm going to plant in my pots. I have a couple of hyacinth, which is also going to go somewhere sunny, which I need to find. Then I have this Campanula major, which is this beautiful purple plant, which I think is going to look really gorgeous as some borders. So I'm really looking forward to planting these. And then I have another variety called an Audrey purple shade, and it's sort of similar but a darker purple colour, which I think is going to look so pretty. We have an Armeria in ballerina red, and I just think this is going to look like such a lovely addition, just to add a bit more height in the meantime, as my garden's looking a bit scatty at the moment. I need to figure out what's weeds and what's not, so that's going to be quite a challenge, but in the meantime this is going to be gorgeous. Now, this is the reason why I'm wearing gloves. I have a foxglove, so these are very toxic. They can make your skin itch, so I'm being very careful. I think this is such an essential for a cottage garden, so it's definitely needed. Now, I should have bought more of these sort of things. So this is a Acorus graminus golden delight. By the way, I feel like I'm making it up a bit when I say the words. I don't know how you say it, but this is just going to add a bit of texture, and I need to get more bits like this for the garden. But I think once I got all my flowers in, I'll be able to assess and see how it's looking, what's needed, etc. Now, we have a lupin here, which I'm very looking forward to plant, as these have such a gorgeous colour and they can grow quite tall as well. So this will be good to have near the back, just to add a bit of height and dimension. And then we have, I'm going to try say the word, Licinus atrosanguinea. Some of the words I tell you, but this is going to add a beautiful pink to the garden, which I'm really looking forward to. I just think it's going to look lovely. It looks really good. I then have a Saxifraga lofty white lofty white blush. And I just love the white flowers. I just think the contrast of everything's so pretty. Then a Campanula caerulea. I used to take Latin, but I haven't done it in such a long time. But these just add a little, almost like horn-shaped white and blue flower. So again, as you can kind of see, I'm going for a bit of a theme here with the colours. Now for some bigger plants, I have this Caenorthus repens. It's a California, I forgot the word, California something, but it's got a gorgeous blue flower. I had some in my mum's garden and I absolutely loved it, so I want to get some for myself. Then finally, I have this one, which is a Japanese azalea in a white, and this turns into a big white bush, and I think I know exactly where this is going, which is right behind you where you're looking at me. It's all very exciting. It's just, yes, now I have to plant it all and see where I'm going to put things. I've done some research on the best sort of lighting and all that, so I've got plants that will go good for my gardens. I've had to have a look and see what the soil's like. So yes, let's start putting this in the garden. Now, to show you the garden situation, this is what it's looking like. I've done a little bit here, just got some flowers all amongst here. So I have some beautiful crocuses growing in the garden, which make me very happy. And then I have a hydrangea here, which I've already pruned lately, some helleborus, some astilbe, a heather, can't remember, more astilbe, another helleborus, and a fern. So yeah, we're doing quite good. I don't know what that is. It could be a weed, I don't know. I'm not like anything like that. This is my first garden that I've ever had, so I don't know what's going to work. I mean, there's a good chance a lot of the stuff I've got isn't going to survive. I've tried to do as much research as possible, but I'm just not taking this too seriously, as in like, oh my gosh, this all needs to work out. Like, there's a good chance a lot of these plants are going to die. And to be honest, I'm absolutely okay with that. So I started gardening at my mum's house. I didn't like have a say in much of what went on, but I just sort of helped out planting bits. Occasionally I pick out some plant, although I was in charge of the vegetable patch and I created that and I absolutely loved it. It's fun starting a flower garden and just being able to choose something that you like. Just create something that you know you could look and be proud of. And you know, you could be watching this video if you're a pro and thinking, oh my god, why is she doing that? That's like the worst thing to do, but I don't know that, and it's fine because it's my first time, and all that matters is that I enjoy myself. And just, you know, if something doesn't work out, I can learn why, and I can learn what things do well, what things don't. Like, I know there's so much to learn about the soil. I'm just excited to be able to try something for myself, and it can all be on my terms because Matthew's not too interested. Which, in a way, I'm happy about because it means I can do something really on my terms is something I can be proud of if it does well, or something I just have to learn and figure out, oh, that didn't do well, but maybe that's the reason why, or whatever. You know, it's a whole learning curve. I just can't wait to get to gorgeous warm weather and just see the growth on everything. In this area, it's dark during the morning. It's about 11 o'clock right now. So we don't get much sunshine, but in the afternoon, this gets covered in sun. So over here gets sun first, and then here gets it last. So I'm trying to do things according to that. We'll just see how it goes. Right, we're now going to do the apple tree and get the daffodils in. This area gets a lot of sunshine, and we've already got a bumblebee enjoying the crocuses, which is so exciting, as I'm wanting to bring nature to here, which I can see, which makes me very happy. Such a lovely start. I mean, I think this is my favourite area just because of all the crocuses, and they're not going to be out for too much longer, so I just want to enjoy them before we do the first cutting of the lawn. And I just think this has so much potential. Eventually this is all going to be a dirt border, but I'm going to do that another time, as I just want to enjoy this area, and I'm enjoying the sun for a little bit now. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I had so much fun doing a bit of gardening today, but it doesn't stop here. We've got lots to do, but it's a very good start, and it's just nice having a bit of colour in the garden now. I'm sitting here and I can see all the colours, and it's just like, oh, I can't wait for it to grow and just look absolutely beautiful. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you all very soon in the next video. Bye guys.